Alrighty. Yeah. Still here. If you haven't watched the previous video, I'm just continuing from that, but making them smaller videos so that you don't have to watch an hour if you want to see my garbage gameplay and listen to my awful commentary, which isn't even entirely commentary, it's mostly just me trying to fill, like, empty space. Just to say, not let there be a lot of silence. Anyway. So yeah, still in hard mode. Because, you know, well, when I do, not if I do, I will beat this eventually. When I beat this, I want to beat it in hard mode, so I don't have to go back and beat it in hard mode after I've beaten it in normal. Actually, I am better at this. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I have to talk, and on performance anxiety, even though that's definitely not what's holding me back. No, I might be able to... almost certainly not. You know, I did alright, I guess. Anyway. Oh yeah, so that's... well, I guess if you're new, this is the Stardew Valley Roguelike mod, created by... I'm not quite sure who, but I think Vihaboo was one of the people. I was gonna explain it, but I mean, it's a roguelike, and it's Stardew Valley. If you don't know what either of those are, Stardew Valley, farming sim, sort of. There's mines you can go into, and so it's taken that aspect and just amplified it a bunch. And a roguelike, or roguelite, because they're the same thing, at least I'm pretty sure, which I kind of hate. It's like, just call it one, why do we have two names for it? Well, not even like two names, but like two names that are almost the same. Anyway. Basically, as I understand it, because I'm not quite sure what makes a roguelike a roguelike. But one of the things is that it's always random, like it's a randomly generated thing, or like procedurally generated. And they're also about combat, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, this is Stardew Valley and a roguelike. Turning Stardew Valley into a roguelike. Anyway, so yeah, I guess, how are you? It's probably just you watching this video. And if you are, or well, I guess, to whoever is, rather, thank you. And if you know, if you like the video, it'd be nice to, I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, oh boy. Well, that's just lovely. Anyway, you know, if you like the video, maybe share it with a friend. Help me begin my road to 2,000 subscribers. I was gonna say like 2 million. I don't know. Help me help me start this YouTube journey, I suppose. And if you don't like the video, that's your business. And I would completely respect that, because this is not exactly a, not exactly a quality production. But in my defense, I am starting out. It's kind of fun to think about the fact that there are a number of people out there who are the same age as me, and are doing a lot better than me. They've also probably started earlier than me. So, yeah, just think about where I could be had I not started basically yesterday. I mean, I have one other, well, 2, 3 other videos, but one of them was also recorded today. Anyway. Yeah, I think... So I guess I kind of intended to start making YouTube videos a few years ago. And then I kind of just didn't. So, if I'd kept with it, I could maybe have more people watching my videos now. Maybe I'd not have to worry about the future. Maybe I could be like, hey, maybe I can actually enjoy my life and not suffer. I don't know where I'm going with this. I am not good at this. But that's why I'm starting, I guess. You gotta start somewhere, even if that somewhere is buried under a giant mile-high mountain of garbage. I was just gonna say giant mountain of garbage, and then somehow mountain turned into mile. So I just went with it. After all, if you ever mess up, just act like you meant to. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, a lot of times, people won't actually know that you made a mistake if you don't let them know that you made a mistake, if you just keep rolling with it. And, like, that's a thing, well, yeah, pretty much anywhere, like, in any aspect of stuff. Public speaking, live performances, I used to be in band, and that was one of the things we were told is just, like, if you make a mistake, do it with confidence. But then also, like, if you, like, are completely off, don't try to keep playing, don't try to catch up. Just, like, stop, find where you are, and join back in. And so, sometimes you might need to do that. Just mess up, and instead of trying to flail and find your way back, you just take a bit, step back, figure out what you're gonna say, and say it. See, the issue that I'm having, though, is that I have no idea what I'm going to say. Honestly, it might be audible, but a lot of times I'm not even sure what I'm gonna say as I'm saying it, so... yeah. But I'm still here, because you gotta start somewhere. It's one of the things. So I was gonna talk about, that kind of bonus segment. It was like, and so I think a lot of what I kind of plan to talk about, or a lot of what I'm thinking of talking about. Okay, come on, man. Anyway, is related to the game. But if you don't know anything about the game, then it kind of just is, like, incoherent nonsense. But anyway, so that... I do enjoy that floor. For the most part. My issue with it is that, like, you get to the end, and while you're trying to get your reward, you can just get completely swarmed, and just, you can, like, I think I've died there a few times, because it's like... there's still just the slimes there, still attacking me, and it's like, come on, man, I made it to the end, just make the slimes disappear, or, you know, not murder me while I'm trying to get what is rightfully mine. Anyway. The game is fun, though, except for when, you know, you're trying to get the boosts, but there are, like, 3 slimes blocking your way, and so you either have to try to, like, run past them. Just can't run through them, but they can run through you. So try to run around them and hope that you don't get, like, a -3 to your speed from them. Or you can just... I don't really know what the other option is, because I've never done it. I've always just tried and suffered. But, you know, usually it goes well enough. But not always. Oh, don't eat the egg. So, if you are enjoying this so far, and if you want to see more, you know, let me know. If you want to see something else, let me know. If you want me to stop, don't tell me. Because I have no intentions to, and you won't really change my mind. I've had one person say, maybe not exactly that they liked my content, which was, you know, one video, so kind of a stretch to call it content, but that they liked my voice, and that, basically they were kind of... I forget exactly what it is, but there's a comment on my other video, my first video, basically saying that, like, I don't know, basically they seemed like they would have been interested in more. And you know, maybe they will watch this video and my other video. Probably not the hour-long one, though, because, I mean, who would? Maybe somebody who thinks it's going to be something as background noise, and then they just hear me ramble about all sorts of nonsense. And then they're like, maybe this wasn't the greatest thing to put on while I clean the house, or something. I don't know. I talked about a lot of, well, maybe not a lot of weird things. I don't know. Just my, my commentary, or monologue, was all over the place. And it still is. And it probably will be for a while, because I'm really not sure what to talk about half of the time. And then the other half of the time, I'm kind of just throwing words out there, and hoping that I can build off of some of them. Yeah. I'm gonna do one more run, and call it, because this is maybe taking a bit. So check my recording, it's actually only like 14 minutes, so I guess probably 2 minutes. Unless I get far on this run, who knows? Anyway, I can't remember what I talked about, or like what I have said / asked in this video, and what I said in my previous one. So probably, I might have already said this, or asked this, I suppose, but how's your day going? You probably single person who are watching this? And by single, I mean like the only person, not like you don't have anybody. Although I kind of wonder what proportion of people are in a relationship, and then what proportion of people who use YouTube are in a relationship. Anyway, I feel like I have already thanked anybody who is watching this for watching this, but I am not certain. And so now I sort of have. Anyway, yeah, I can't think of what to say. Which I've said a lot, I'm pretty sure. I should really, like, come up with a list of topics and just, like, have that on a note card somewhere so I can have something to talk about while doing this. I mean, I guess Bayonetta 3 is... I don't know if it's released or if it was announced. I haven't been paying a lot of attention because I've never played any of the Bayonetta games. But kind of on that topic, sort of. Oh boy, I am very much dead. Anyway, yeah. There are a number of game series that it's like, I want to get into them, but like, I wouldn't even really know where to start or how to start, because like, the Persona series, it seems interesting, but like, I don't know where to start, because I've done basically the slightest bit of research on it, and so it's a spin-off of like Shin Megami Tensei or whatever. I don't actually know if that's how you pronounce that. And so I wonder if it's like, should I start with those games? Is there an overarching story? Can they spin, or like, can you play some Persona games not have to know what happened in the previous ones for it to make sense? Do you get more out of knowing what happened in the previous ones? You know, because and same kind of thing with like Final Fantasy. It's like there are a lot of like classic or like large series or like franchises or whatever, popular franchises that I haven't that I basically know nothing about, that I would like to know something about, but that I don't know where to start, that I don't know how to start. And then, you know, there's also the fact that, like, I don't have necessarily the most money to be able to, like, buy games, buy what I would need for games, kind of stuff. I hate this attack so much, because it's like, you can't even tell where the things are going to explode. Like, that's my biggest issue with that attack, is it's like, it could explode in, like, the first few inches of, like, this area, or it could blow up all the way down here, or it could not blow up at all, and it's just complete nonsense. But fortunately, you can kind of just run away down there and avoid it. But it still proves very annoying, and I hate it. Speaking of attacks I hate that are fireballs, one of the bosses in this game, well, I guess that attack's in fireball, but one of the bosses I just absolutely despise. It's the fourth, maybe? Anyway, it's a dragon, or a serpent, or whatever. And the thing that I hate about it is that you can't, like, so it has 3 attacks. It has an attack where it charges you, has an attack where it's basically like a flamethrower, and then it has an attack where it spits out a bunch of fireballs at you. And I hate the flamethrower one, because, like, all you can do is run away from it. Like, it's the boss is invulnerable while using it. You can't, like, swing through it. All you can do is run away. Or maybe try to run around. I've never actually tried to run around, but that's maybe a better term. And the thing that sucks about running away is that, like, if you're too close, and you don't realize it soon enough, the flames will outpace you, and really just mess you up. And so it's just yeah, blowing red spit fire at you is alright because you can like dodge the flames, but flamethrower one is absolutely awful. As for the charging one, it's not bad as long as you have a sword and can block, but otherwise it is really gonna hurt you. So yeah, if you ever play this game, bring a sword for the fourth boss. It's one of the reasons. Well, really, the main reason that I hang on to a rusty sword is Chateau. But also, if you don't have a sword by the time that you're facing the dragon boss, or if you don't have a better sword by the time that you're facing the dragon boss, rusty sword's better than it. Anyway, I'm probably gonna call it after this one. Didn't have particularly good runs this time. I think I had one run where I got to Telesto, who knows. So, no runs past the third boss, and there are like 10, I think. So that's fun. I know I've said that I hate this floor. I don't remember if it was in this video or the previous one. Yeah, I hate this floor. Especially like now, because the enemies on this floor will scale with you, and I feel like they're the worst at like this stage where you're past the first boss, but you're not past the second. Like, I feel like that's kind of the worst time to have to deal with this floor. Because you don't have a whole lot of, like, you haven't had a great opportunity to really build your set yet. And so you got something that like, you can deal decent damage. I mean, it hasn't been an issue so far, but now that I've said that, it probably will be. Especially these dudes. Hate those dudes. But yeah. So I remember I got this floor, like after... sometime after the third boss, maybe it was after the fourth, no, probably just after the third. That was close. Yeah, and it was pretty easy. I feel like I've had the most issues with it, like in between bosses 1 and 2. Really, maybe it's worse between bosses 2 and 3. But, I don't know. I thought that thing would have been dead by then. Alright, well, that's gonna be wraps for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like the video. Help me out starting on this very, very long and probably very, like, unpaved, very rocky road. Yeah. Feel free to let people know that some weird high school boy is making videos of him playing a game and just saying complete and utter nonsense. Yeah, anyway. Have a good day. Maybe I'll see you later. I mean, I probably won't see you, but maybe you'll hear me later. Alright, bye.